Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and this is Journey Onward, which is my week in gaming. And there's been three main games that I've actually been playing this week, and that actually has to deal with Far Cry Primal, Far Cry 4, and Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Zestiria, I think that's how you say it. It sounds like some type of weird pharmacy drug or something like that. But if you look at the main character, you can think of it as Tales of Busteria. You get it? Because she's got big tits. And they kind of show off quite a bit, so it kind of makes sense. I don't know if the I don't know if the developers kind of came up with that idea. It's like, hey, let's make a female lead with big titties and name it Tales of Bestiria, but let's not name it Busteria because then the people would pick up on it because you got big titties. But anyways, I'm really excited for Bestiria, which is supposed to be out next week. As a matter of fact, I've already set my sights to go and pick it up or whatever the case may be, because I was getting back into Zestiria again. There was a point in time where I was just like, oh, this is aggravating the piss out of me, and I didn't know where to go. That's one thing that I can kind of say about Zestiria. There's a person that follows you that's on your team that you actually talk to and kind of get an idea of where to go. But it seems like half of the time, at least from my experience, they don't really point out exactly where you're supposed to go. Sometimes you'll see a little star on the map where you know where you're supposed to go to dealing with the quest or cutscene that may pop up or whatever the case may be. But when it boiled down to me, I was like, after me not playing it for a long time, I was like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go? And I talked to one of the people that's in my party, and they kind of told me, I'm like, okay, I need to look up a strategy guide or a video for this or something to find exactly where to go. Sure enough, I did, and I knew where to go from there, and then I progressed onward, so on and so forth, and I've kind of been moving onward with it ever since. So definitely enjoying it. Glad to get back into it again. I got a lot of slack because of the fact some people just weren't thinking that it was all great and grand and good like some of the other Tales series, but just like any series is going to have its ups, it's going to have its downs. You just have to accept it for what it is. If you're a fan, then you're going to try them out. If you're not, then you're probably going to be a little bit skeptical about it. But knowing me with the Tales of series, I would like to collect all of them, but obviously I can't do that because the first and second one are out the ass expensive, and I'm not paying out the ass expensive for a damn game. It's just not happening. I don't give a fuck how rare the damn thing is. It is not freaking happening. If I could find it in a yard sale or garage sale or something like dirt cheap, then I would have struck gold. I would have hit the mother load, as it would be. But yeah, I don't. It's not really in my sights for me to pick up because the price for those things are ridiculous, and I'm not paying a $200 or whatever it is for a damn game. Then kiss my ass. It ain't happening. But the thing is, and I think that was like for Tales of Destiny 1 and 2, whatever, not happening. If I happen to find them elsewhere, or even if there's a chance of them coming out digitally, that would be even better. That would be great. Then I would definitely pick them up. I mean, it was just like Suikoden 2, for example, that came out on PlayStation Network. You got scalpers wanting to go and charge like $200 or whatever it is for it on eBay or Amazon or whatever the case may be. Comes out on PlayStation Network, and I think it was like, what, between $7 to $10? Even though it's digital, I'm going to pay that price and screw the physical disc. There's no chance in hell I'm paying $200 for a freaking physical disc. I'm hoping that since it came out digitally that those prices have dropped down on the physical versions now, because you can just go get a digital version of it just like that and not pay out the ass for it. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's not rare anymore if it's become digital, because the digital ones, at least to my knowledge, until they take it down, if they choose to take it down, which they shouldn't, they'd be freaking stupid and losing money if they did, then there would just be infinite downloads, I guess. I don't know. Technology, I don't know all about it. Technology, what the fuck's that all about? But anyways, the thing is that Tales of Zestiria is definitely fun. I don't understand why it got as much slack as it did. Some people could have, backed off of it a little bit. But overall, I'm really enjoying it, and I seriously doubt I'm going to end up finishing it before I get Bestiria. But I'm definitely going to get Bestiria for sure. And some of the things that I've been reading that I've heard about it, I think I actually read this in the new Game Informer, or the previous one. I don't know if it was a new one or previous one or whatever. But then they were talking about how the beginning was like one of the best beginnings they've ever been in a Tales of game, and how it's basically like a tale of revenge, and I think the story is a little bit more serious and more darker, or something like that. I don't know. I have to find out. But I think the lead Velvet the lead's name is Velvet. I think that's her name. I don't know if that's her real name or not. But she has like this demon hand or something that she can use during combat. So I don't know if she's like possessed or what the case may be. But I ended up downloading the demo and trying it out. One of them was like a battle mode, and the other one was like a scenario mode, which gave like a really brief mission that you were on. And then they had like a battle mode, which had a whole lot of battles you could go through in an open map area. But from what I saw, it looked like it was gorgeous. It looked like the color palette was high, was really beautiful and high, and it had a lot of colors and whatnot. But the thing is that I am so excited for it that I'm gonna try to finish ZESTIRIA if that's even possible. I don't see it being possible. But anyways, onward to the next games. I'll be talking all night about that if I don't move onward. But the thing, I've been playing Far Cry Primal and Far Cry 4. And I got back into Primal again, which I think I might have mentioned that on my previous video about my Journey Onward series dealing with what I was playing last week. And it's kind of still the same. I kind of been making some progress. But the thing is it's kind of really getting to me a little bit. It's like, well, this is set like way, way back when, prehistoric times, this, that, and the other, kind of getting a little boring. You ain't got guns, you don't have weapons. We don't have weapons. You don't have vehicles or anything like that. And well, you got elephants you can ride on, and you got saber-tooth tigers, and you got these other animals you can get on. Well, actually, I think you can only get on saber-tooth tigers and elephants or something. I don't know. Maybe there's giraffes. I have no freaking clue. But the fact of the matter is that I like it, but I kind of scaled back from it a bit because I was like, man, why did I get rid of Far Cry 4? Why did I get rid of it? Because you just have those moments where you just want to dive in, you want to shoot some dudes, you want to liberate some bases, you want to go on some missions, you want to go and find other stuff and level up and this, that, and the other. It's just kind of one of those, I think it's like one of those places in a gamer's brain. It's like, I want to collect this stuff, I want to level this up, I want to shoot dudes in the face, I want to blow this up, I want to skin some animals, I want to be able to make more items and things for me to use, all that, all the whole 9 yards, all of that. And I went and picked up Far Cry 4 like really cheap. And what's funny is that I was actually planning on getting the complete edition, and I've already heard that the DLC sucked ass. Especially the season pass, which is $40, which is a fucking rip-off. Season passes can kiss my ass. I would never buy one. Don't buy a season pass. Please, people who watch my videos, don't buy season passes. $60 is enough for you to buy the game. If you see some DLC or something that comes out, wait for it. Wait to see what it is. Look at reviews first before you buy it. I would rather pay a few more dollars for a piece of DLC, knowing what it was, looking at reviews for it to see if it was worth my time, than blindly throwing my money out there to a developer like, here, take my money. I'll take the $40. Give me the season pass. I don't know what the fuck I'm buying. Just take your money and just go throw it outside somewhere. You'd be better off doing that and having some random person pick it up and go use it to go buy groceries for the little snot-nosed brats or whatever than giving it to some heartless developer that isn't even telling you what the DLC is. Now, granted, some of them do, but it still doesn't justify me not knowing how it plays or what it's all about. Fuck season passes. Right in the ass. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. Far Cry 4. Always been enjoying it ever since I first started playing it. And it sucks that my saving's in the cloud because fuck PlayStation Plus. So I can't use a cloud service, so I couldn't get my save from there, which is all well and good. I don't really know how far I got into it previously because I played it up to a certain point and then I sold it because I was going to other games, and I guess I just kind of got bored with it, which I never should have done. Okay, here's one of the tips that I have for when it deals with games that you kind of get bored with. If you buy them for a reason, if there's a certain reason that you're buying a game, obviously, and you're playing it and you're enjoying it and you kind of get bored with it, just set it to the side. Just put it to the side. Go and play something else, and then maybe, actually, hopefully, sometime later, that little twinge in your brain, gamers' brains and all of that will click again, and you'll be like, I want to go back and play this again. And you'll still have it. And you don't have to worry about going and buying it again like my dumb ass did, going and selling Far Cry 4 and went and got it again. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the guy at GameStop. He basically talked me out of getting the complete edition because he said the DLC sucked ass. He said, I love Far Cry 4, and I made the mistake of paying $40 for the season pass, and he said, it sucked ass. He said, I'll never buy a season pass ever again because of that shit. And I said, I don't blame you. So he ended up telling me, he said, honestly, man, he said, there's no reason for you to get this complete edition. And I saved like close to $10 or something not getting the complete edition. I just got the regular edition. So the fact is, I walked home with the regular edition, was happy about that, and he was telling me, he said, dude, he said, if you happen to want to get the DLC or something in the future, he said, if it goes on sale for like $10 or something, he said, then it will probably be worth it. He said, but $40, hell no. He said, if there was some way that I could just sell you mine, he said, I would go ahead and do that with the DLC, you know, for like $10 or whatever, but obviously that's not the case, because you can't transfer digital content or nothing, you know. So yay for physical media! It will exist forever. Digital isn't going to phase out physical. I don't care what you little game editors or whatever out there in the game world think they know everything and God himself about gaming. They don't know shit. Physical media will last forever. So screw what they got to say. Yeah, digital is going to be around. I don't care. Physical media will not phase out. It will not. As long as there's people like me buying it, it will not phase out. So all of you still out there buying physical media, do it and prove these assholes wrong. Digital is going to phase out physical. The hell it is! It ain't gonna phase it out with me. I tell you that right now. But anyways, back to Far Cry 4 again. It's kind of the same from what I experienced previously. Obviously, I had to start over again. But the fact is I'm really interested to know what's going to happen next in the Far Cry series. I'm kind of wondering if they'll do like a super futuristic Far Cry, not Blood Dragon, you know, which would be really cool if they did do that. But no, they had to come out with some, what was it, some motorcycle racing, ragdoll physics, bike, what the hell ever, Blood Dragon thingy, which gave people who actually like Blood Dragon a major boner hard-on, like, oh my god, we're going to get another Blood Dragon. And they just crap out and they whore out to the stupid little motorcycle, stupid bullshit bike thingy, stupid shit. They couldn't just stick with what made it good in the first place, with it being a first-person shooter. No, they're going to go and just completely switch up genres. When they know people didn't give a shit about that to begin with, they should have just went ahead and made another first-person shooter in the Blood Dragon universe. Far Cry Blood Dragon 2 with a bigger map, a new world, better story, whatever the case may be. But no, they had to go and just whore out to that stupid bike crap. I tell you what, that pissed me off when I found out about that. Oh, damn it! But anyways, I digress. But I'm definitely going to be playing Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal and Tales of Zestiria up until the time that Tales of Berseria comes out, and then I'll probably end up really jumping into that. So I have like a little bit of a juggling act going on, if I could juggle. I don't know what this is right now, so hell with it. Anyways, I'll go ahead and end this like I always do. Because my throat is dry and I'm out of breath, and I'm on my break at work, and I got to get back to completing some crap before I can finally head home and jump back to the glorious world of gaming. So anyways, I will talk at you taters later.